get the children back!
Social workers lied! I completed everything and they took away my business!
Tell us you're in court! Just tell us you're in court! Kids are not for sale! Our kids are not for sale! Kids are not for profit! Judges are corrupt! Liars!
Social workers lied! Judges are corrupt!
Social workers! Give the people children back! Counsel public offenders! Give the people children back! Counsel public offenders! Social workers lie! Judges are corrupt! They don't need to keep taking our children for money to line their freaking pockets! They're liars! Judges are corrupt!
Social workers lied!
Our kids are not for sale! Stop stealing children! Our kids are not for sale!
Come on, guys. Everyone!
Help us get the children back! 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 The system's crooked! The justice 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 system's crooked!
Social workers lied! Judges are corrupt!
Social workers lie! Judges are corrupt! Social workers lie! Judges are corrupt!
Social workers lied!
Judges are corrupt! Social workers lie! Judges are corrupt! Social workers lie! Judges are corrupt! Social workers lie! Judges are corrupt! This is crooked! CPS 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 is crooked!
Judges are corrupt! Social workers lied! Judges are corrupt!
Social workers lie! Judges are corrupt!
Social workers lied! Judges are corrupt! Social workers lied!
Judges are corrupt! Social workers lie! 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 Judges are corrupt!
Social workers lied! Judges are corrupt! Social workers lied! Judges are corrupt! Social workers lied! Judges are corrupt! Social workers lied! Judges are corrupt! Social workers lied!
Social workers lie! Judges are corrupt! Social workers lie! Judges are corrupt! Welcome to Advocate Television, Crimes Against Children. What affects one directly affects all indirectly. Martin Luther King. Hi, yes, my name's Isaac. They call me the Advocate.
And Isaac, you're here in front of the Yolo County Courthouse interviewing families who have been investigated and punished
Yes, ma'am.
by the child welfare system. And can you explain what brought you to this?
Yeah, you know, there's so much chaos going on in the nation regarding child abuse. And a lot of people will just stand around and watch, you know, and we're in a period of time where we need to start advocating for children. Children are the most important thing in this world. They are the future. And somebody needs to represent the future. And that's why I'm here.
And really, when you think about it, children who have parents who protect them and love them are the best advocates.
That's right. That's right. The best advocates for children are adults.
Yes, adults who love their children.
That's
love
right.
Other children. So what can we do to stem the tide?
There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that we can do to help children. The first thing we need to do is we need to advocate. We need to make it public. Make it public what's going on. We need to warn the public. So there's a lot of ways to do that. You can share a post. You can go live. You can make a story and edit it. There's a lot of ways for people to use technology nowadays. And that's how we are advocating for children. We're protesting, we're making calls, we're emailing, we're coming together with other advocates. We're filing lawsuits in federal court. We're showing up to the courthouse, we're protesting. There's a lot of things that we can do to get the word out and warn the American public about child abuse.
What about people who are accused of child abuse unfairly? You work with them as well?
I would say people that are accused of anything wrongfully, I would most definitely help them. Those are the worst cases. Yeah, those are the worst cases, and those are the people, you know, somebody has to bring law to the lawless. Somebody has to do it. And when that happens, it's not the law who does it. It's the citizens. We have to take it ourselves, and we have to do something. We got to start helping people.
Well, we know in the criminal justice system, putting people in cages is not the answer.
It is not the answer. Putting people in cages can actually make it worse. You know, you give people a lot of mental problems. You turn them into hardened criminals. They usually come out with the mindset tenfold, and they come out doing a lot more worse crimes.
Exactly.
There's really no, you know, the mental side of prison. They're not helping people adapt. They're creating problems. You know, there's a prison pipeline also from the courts, the CPS. You know, there's a prison pipeline, and you know, that's very real. And we also call that the war on children. There's a war going on, just like a war on drugs. There's a war on children, and they're making money off of this. Instead of helping abused kids and giving them justice, they keep them in the courthouse, making money and money and more money.
And so how do parents come into this? How do you help parents protect and provide for their children? Because a lot of times...
Well, the first thing I tell parents is when there's abuse going on with a child, you need to protect their First Amendment. And the way you do that is you record them. So if a child is telling you that they're abused, you need the proof and you need to protect their First Amendment. The way you do that is to record it. That's called a forensic interview. Now it becomes evidence. And so we need evidence that these kids are being abused. That's the way we protect the rights of these kids, so that when their rights are violated, we still have that evidence.
And what about for the parents who are not abusing their children, but are accused of it because they are black or indigenous?
I would say to those parents, if there's no proof of abuse, then you have no choice. You have to protest. You know,
Can you sue them?
You have to rebel against the tyrant. You can't keep, it's like working with a terrorist, you just can't do it. You can't negotiate with terrorists. You have to take things into your own hands. You have to get the public and the community behind you. That's very, very, very important, because some things we cannot tackle by ourselves. We have to have the community, because there's a perception and there's a standard in society. We know what's right and we know what's wrong.
Okay, good. Well, I admire your work. And
Thank you.
hope that it...
Thank you for interviewing. Nobody ever did that. I was like, that's pretty cool.